Hey guys, it's Vanessa with Farm Girl Gardens and Market, and boy is 2020 turning out to be a wonder. It is dang near 80 degrees in north central Texas where I'm at, and if you're like me, you're just looking at this like, what do we do for season extension? And one of my favorite things for season extension, just lost my cover so you might see me squinting, is to use electrical PVC. Electrical PVC will be in the electrical aisle at your Home Depot or Lowe's, and it's just like regular PVC, comes in all the same standard sizes except for it's more bendy. And what I like to do with that, because it comes in 10-foot length standards, is to pop those over my bed and to bend them over and to make a hoop house. Once you've got the frame for your hoop house, you want to cover it with your 5mm greenhouse plastic. Now, if you can't find 5mm in your store, Amazon does carry it in a big roll. This stuff is tough, and so this that I have here, I've had for 5 years. It's worth the 40 bucks to get the 150-foot sheet of it. But if you can't find it or you don't have the 40 bucks on hand, go to Lowe's in the painting section and they'll have plastic tarping. It is not 5mm, it's like 2mm. So you'll have to double it up. You'll have to buy extra and double it up, but it'll still be cheaper than that 40-foot roll. But what you do is you build like your exoskeleton of your hoop house, and then you cover it in this plastic. Now, depending on your the size that clips you can find, you can actually use the white plastic PVC clips to clip the plastic on to the electrical conduit. But those clips are like 75 cents each, and so since you need a lot of them, it can get expensive. What I like to do is find something that I can repurpose that otherwise would be trash. So if you have spent hose, or my personal favorite, drip irrigation that you're no longer using because maybe it's got a couple of holes in it and so it's no longer functioning as drip, I've got a ton of that around here. And so what I do is I just use my pruners to cut off about a 5-inch length, and then you want to cut down the convex portion to create the little channel. Sorry, one-handed doing this. The little channel. And then what that means is once you have wrapped your frame with your 6mm plastic, now you can just come in here. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. And you can just put that over it to function. You see that? To function as a clip to keep it in place. And so now I have a project that is just pennies on the dollar for season extension, and it's not permanent. So I can remove the cover when it's a sunny, bright day like this, so my baby plants in there don't fry. I can throw it back over if we're gonna get a sudden cold dip. I know a lot of people are still pulling peppers off their plants and are reluctant to pull those peppers out of the ground because we are having 80-degree Novembers. And so this is just one quick method that you can go pick up some box store items, or honestly, go to Craigslist, go to Facebook. You would be surprised. This is the type of material that when someone buys it for a project, they often have leftovers. You would be amazed at how thankful people will be if they, to give you their trash, their discarded home project materials that they don't need any of. In fact, one of the PVC pipes that I've recently been using came from a neighbor who just had some left over. And so I hope that that can help encourage you to find some affordable season extension. And these materials are sturdy, so pop them up when you need them, put them in storage when you don't, and there's just about a dozen or so different ways that you can use plastic sheeting. If you didn't want to use it for your season extension, you can use it to organically kill grass or weeds by solarizing the grass, putting that plastic 6mm sheeting over it, and it will actually heat kill areas of grass in the summer. And then there's just never a lack of things that you can do with this electrical PVC conduit. Hoop houses are great, but you can also use them for trellising for your climbing beans or peas, and just so many different ways to use it in the garden. I hope that y'all are well, and until next time, bye y'all.